What's going on, y'all? Zay's Perception. In this video here, I want to talk to all of y'all about nobody caring about you, or nobody is gonna be willing to invest into you until you actually become successful. So we're living in a time where more times than not, people are really selfish, and people, they're obsessed with results, they're obsessed with money, and they're obsessed with tangible things, even though they might not come out and say that. But that's what most people are obsessed with. You will find a few people that really care about your spirit and care about your gifts and your talents and see the talents in you and will actually tell you about your talents to keep you going. But most people in this world, they're not going to care until they see physical accolades. So one thing I'm going to tell you, bro, if you have a creative project, if you have a business, you need to just spend your seconds, your minutes, all the moments that you have, especially when you're young. Spend all this time just pouring into yourself instead of being so obsessed with trying to prove something to somebody and tell people things. Because in my late teens, I'm in my early 20s now, but in my late teens, man, I was so obsessed with just telling people about my YouTube. Oh, my YouTube is going to take off. I was trying to explain to people about my YouTube, and they just didn't understand it. They didn't meet me at that wavelength. They didn't understand me. But it's nothing personal. I just come to a point where, bro, I'm going to just show them. I'm going to just show people and really not be obsessed with just showing people. I'm going to just do what I have to do. Instead of spending my time talking, why don't I just spend my time, keep perfecting my content, keep perfecting my craft, keep working on my business. And then when I become successful, people will come around. Even if they don't, I really don't care, because I don't really like attention like that anyway. Even though sometimes I get unwanted attention because of the things I do, the activities, the way I dress very different, skateboarding and stuff like that. I stand out because of my mindset as well. I stand out from a lot of people who I work with because of how I think in my mindset. I'm not on the same mindset as a lot of people on this planet, especially the people who I'm around. My mindset is just different, and it's not that I'm better, it's just different, There's nothing wrong with being different. It's nothing wrong. Just be on your own vibe, and just keep doing your thing, Because all that time you spend talking, you could be doing something. You can be working twice as harder. You can be talking to mentors. You could be paying for mentors. You can be pouring into your project. You could be pouring your money and your time and your focus into your project, but instead you're pouring your focus into people who don't even care about you, people who don't even see your vision. Why would you pour your focus into people who don't even see your vision? That makes no sense. Now, if you're one of those fortunate people who have a lot of people around you who care about your vision, and they genuinely do, and they're willing to invest into you and things like that, that's good for you. That's a blessing. But I'm telling y'all, most people, really this is just from my perspective. I don't have people that cares about my vision. I don't have people that support my business. I don't have people that support my YouTube. Well, people who I don't know support my YouTube, but it's not a lot of people who I know personally who support my YouTube. It's not. They don't support nothing I got going on. All they care about is just me fitting into societal standards when I literally deviate from that and I stand out from that. Like I said, this is not like a shot at people who are in that normalized mindset, because some people are in that normalized mindset and they can't help it because that's how they've been conditioned and trained. But there's just something different in creators. When you're a creator, when you're trying to create something, when you're a creative person, when you want a business, when you're trying to help the world, it's just some things you have to just keep on the hush, and you just have to put the work in. Just keep grinding every single day toward what you need to do. Then once that grind and that work pays off, people will come around eventually. But I'm telling you right now, people do not care about you how you think they care about you, bro. People do not care about you how you think they do until you make it. Then people will start coming around, giving you your flowers, congratulating you, because they see results. But at the end of the day, it's nothing to get mad about. I used to get offended because people, they don't care about my business. Why do you even care if they care about your business? It's your job to care about your business. It's your job to care about your creativity. It's not nobody else's job. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody's obligated to care about you, bro. Except, your parents might care about you, yeah. But nobody's going to care as much as you need to care about yourself. Nobody's going to care about what you got going on as much as you need to care. to make your dreams come true. There's not going to be a single person in this world who's going to get you out of bed, help you keep working hard on your business, get you that six-pack, get you that car you want, keep perfecting your craft with this business, to sing better, to play, to do your sports better. Nobody is going to get you out of bed and make you work hard except you and God. God is within all of us, but, you have to make that conscious decision to get up out of bed, actually put in the work without having a support system, because it can be pretty hard in the beginning when you don't have a support system, but after a while you'll understand that. When you understand like the world and you deal with people, and especially if you're one of those people who has a business or you have a creative path that you're going down. I'm doing YouTube, y'all see that, and I'm grinding like real hard, and I got to keep going, staying consistent, But if you're a person that's a creative and you're trying to create a business or you're trying to create an outlet for people, dive into like what you got going on, your content, your business, something you're trying to help people with. You're trying to provide a product or a service to people. No one's gonna care about it. No one's gonna care about it. I'm telling you, nobody's gonna give a damn about it until they see it's a success, until they see it actually works. And like I said, you shouldn't feel mad. You shouldn't feel like people are obligated to help you and care about your business and care about this. People don't owe you anything. People don't owe you nothing. People don't owe me nothing. People don't owe you nothing. That's something y'all gotta understand. You owe it to yourself to keep getting up and grinding every day toward what you're doing. Worry about yourself. Focus on yourself. Stop looking for people's approval. Stop looking for that pat on the back, because it's not coming. It's not coming until you actually become successful. I'm telling y'all. You might have people in your life who care about you, but they're not going to care about what you got going on until they see it's money being made from it. They're not going to care what you got going on for real until they see it's actual, like, generational wealth coming from it. It's just one of the things about being a creator, about doing something different, and trying to actually help the world and trying to actually, like, make a ripple in space-time. People are not going to buy the hype. People are not going to care about your talk. You may talk a good talk, but are you walking a good walk? Are you actually getting up every day, putting in the hours, putting in the work, putting in the minutes, putting in the seconds? That's what it comes down to when you want to create something big in your life, when you want to go for the big one, when you want to really have a successful business, when you want to have a successful creative endeavor. Because the time is now, man. We're in the beginning of a new century. We need pioneers. We need people to think creative. We need creativity. We need people to think out the box. But keep doing that. Keep working. But in the meantime, don't be so interested in telling people what you got going on, because for one, they're not going to really understand it unless they did it themselves. Two, people care about tangible things and people care about physical things. People are shallow. People might not say they're shallow. Who says that? People are shallow. And all they care about is physical accolades. If you ain't got no money coming in, if you broke, if you ain't got no trophies, if you ain't got no awards, they're not going to that's how the world works. They're not going to care about what you got going on until they see the awards, the trophies, the accolades, and the money. That might sound shallow, but that's how the world is, man. The world is like that. And really, like I said, it's not something you should get mad to people about, because, like, at some point it's like, bro, it's not even really a shallow thing. It's just like, at some point, like, would you keep caring about what somebody's talking about if they're not putting in no action? Like, you have to really think about it from people's perspective. People are not obligated to care about what you have going on, bro. That's one thing I had to understand. That's a tough pill I had to swallow. People does not care, and they're not obligated to care about your business and your creative work, until you actually get up and put in the necessary work to make the ripple and to make the success that you want. So I want to thank y'all for watching this video, man. It's just something to think about. It's just coming from my perspective, man. Get up and put in the work. Get up and put in the grind. People don't believe in you, good. Get up and put in 3 times more work. People not believing in you should make you more motivated. People not believing in you, people not being there for you, people not supporting what you got going on should make you want to do it even more. It should make you want to get up and do it just even more. That's what it should make you want to do. So get your mindset right. Keep moving. I believe in y'all because I believe in myself. I believe we're all interconnected at the end of the day, especially people that's trying to do the creative things in the business. And even if you're not trying to do that, You may not be trying to be a content creator. You may not trying to be a business person, but whatever dreams you have and what goals you have, keep moving. Keep perfecting the craft. And you will be successful when you put in the necessary work.